Agnes Youth Theatre's production of The Taming of the Shrew, directed by Joanne Lawler. During interval, refreshments will be served in the supper room, with complimentary tea, coffee and other refreshments for sale. Coming up at our theatre in October is our production of the madcap comedy Arsenic and Old Lace, directed by Delaney. No photography is allowed during the show. Mobile phones should now be turned off or turned to silent mode. The theatre has a hearing loop installed. Switch your hearing aid to the T telecoil setting. Please enjoy the show.
Tranio, since for the great desire I've had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, home of life for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy. And by my father's love and leave, am armed with his good will, and thy good company. Here, let us breathe and happily institute a course for learning and ingenious studies. Therefore, Tranio, for the time I study, virtue and that part of philosophy will I apply the treats of happiness by virtue, especially to be achieved. Tell me thy mind, for I have Pisa left, and am to Padua come. As he that leaves a shallow plash to plunge him in the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench his thirst.
Me, Perdonato, gentle mastermind, I am in all affected as yourself, glad that you thus continue your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good master, while we do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics, nor no stocks, I pray, or to devote to Aristotle checks, as over to be an outcast quite endured. No profit grows where there is no pleasure taken in brief, sir. Study what you most affect.
Well, dost thou advise, Tranio?
For how I firmly resolve, I already told you.
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Gentlemen both, importune me no farther. How I firmly resolve, you know. That is, not bestow my youngest daughter till I have a suitor for the elder. If either of you both love Katherine, for I know you well and love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To cart her, rather. She's too rough for me. Hortensio, will you any wife?
I pray you, sir. Is it your will to make a sale of me amongst these mates?
Mates, mate? How mean you that? No mates for you, not unless you're a gentle mild them all.
No, in faith, sir. Shall never need a feel.
Hush, master, isn't good passed on toward. That wench is stark mad and wonderful froward.
But in the other songs do I see maid's mild behaviour and sobriety. Peace, Tranio.
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good on what I have said. Bianca, get thee in. And let it not displease thee, good Bianca. For I will love thee nevertheless, my girl.
Oh, a pretty Kate! Was best but finger and I am cheating. What?
Thank you in my discontent. Sir, at your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books of instruments shall be my company. I'll learn to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio. Thou mayst hear Minerva speak.
Yeah, Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that our goodwill affects Bianca's grief so.
Why will you mute her up, Senior Baptist, for this fiend of hell? You make her bear the penance of her tongue.
Gentlemen, content ye, I am resolved. Get in, Bianca. For I know you take most delight in music, instruments and poetry. Schoolmasters shall I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or City Grumio, you know of any such, prefer them here then. So farewell. Katherine, you may stay. I go to commute Bianca.
Why, I trust I may go too, may I not? What? Shall I be appointed elders on no Lord to leave and no to lie?
Where the devil's dare! Hortensio archaic still on both sides. Farewell. Yet, for the love I bear my sweet Bianca, if I can by any means lighten on a fit man to teach her the wearing she delights, I wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Germio. But what I pray? Though the nature I quarrel yet never brutally, know now, upon advice, it touches us both. that we may yet again have access to our fair mistress and be happy rivals to Bianca's love. To lay in effect one thing specially.
What's that, my friend?
Married to get a husband for her sister.
A husband. A devil.
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Because thou, Lucentio, though her father be very rich, any man is very a fool to be married to hell.
Tush, Grumio. Throw it past your patience and mine to her. Aloud, Alarums. Why, any good fellows will take her with all her faults. And money enough.
I cannot tell, but I had as lief taken her dowry with this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
Faith, as you say, there is small choice in rotten apples. But come, since this bar-in-law makes us friends, let it so forth be fully maintained until, by helping Baptista's eldest to a husband, we set the younger free for a husband, and have to it afresh. He that runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Germio?
I am agreed. When I had given him the best horse in Padua, to begin his wooing, I would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bed her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
I pray, sir, tell me, is it possible that love all of a sudden should take such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true. I never thought it possible or likely, but, well, idly I stood looking on. I found the effect of love in idleness. Oh, Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish. I achieve not this young, modest maid. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, you look so lonely in the maid. Perhaps you not marked what the pith of all?
Yes, I saw sweet beauty in her face.
Saw you no more, marked you not how a sister began to scold and raise up such a storm that mortal ears could hardly endure the din.
I saw her coral lips move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet is all I saw in her.
Nay, I must stir him from the streets. I pray. Wait, sir! If you love a maid, bear thoughts and wits to achieve her. Thus it stands. An elder sister so cursed and true, until the father rid his hands of her. Master, your love must live a maid at home. And therefore has he closely knit her up, that she will not be annoyed with suitors.
Ah, what a cruel father is he! But art thou not advised? He took some care to get his cunning schoolmasters to instruct her.
I am married. Am I, sir? And
Hey,
oh, master, for my hand, both our vengeance being jumped one.
Tell me thine first.
You'll be a schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device.
Yes! Let it be done!
Not possible. And you shall bear your part and be here in Padua, Vincentio's son. Keep house, play his book, busy his countrymen, and banquet them.
Master, content thee, for I have it in full. We have not yet been distinguished by our faces, nor seen in any house, for man or master. And then it follows thus. Thou shalt be master. Tranio, in my stead, keep my house, port, and servants as I should. I will some other be, some Florentine or Neapolitan or meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched, shall be so. Tranio, encase thee at once. Take my coloured shirt and countenance. Biondello, he waits on thee, but I will charm him first to keep his tongue.
So had you need. In brief, sir, sit at your pleasure as I am tied to be obedient, although your father did charge me at our parting, although I think it was in another sense. I am content to be Lucentio. You're so well. I love Lucentio.
Oh, be so, because Lucentio loves, and, well, let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight thralls but a wounded eye. Oh, here comes the rogue. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now? Where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes, or you stolen his, or both? Pray, what's the news?
Come hither. 'Tis no time to jest. Therefore, frame your manners to the time. Your fellow Tranio here, to save my life, and put my apparel and countenance on, while I, for my escape, have put on his. For, in a quarrel, since I came ashore, I killed a man, and fear I was described. Wait you on him, I charge you, as becomes, while I make way hence from here to save my life. Do you understand me?
Aye, sir. Near a wit.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth. Tranio is changed into Lucentio.
The better for him when I were so too.
So could I, Faith boy, to have the next wish after. And Lucentio indeed had Baptista's youngest daughter.
Let's go, Tranio. One more thing rests, that thyself execute to make one among these wooers.
Verona, for a while I take my leave to see my friends in Padua, and of all my best beloved and approved friend Hortensio. My troth, this is his house. Here, sir, give me a knock, I say.
Knock, sir? Whom should I knock? Is there a man who has refused your worship?
Villain, I say, knock me here soundly.
Knock you here, sir? Oh, why, sir? What am I, sir, that I should knock you here, sir?
Villain, I say, knock me at this gate, and rap me well, or I'll knock your knave's pate.
My master is growing quarrelsome. I should knock you first, and then I know after who comes by the word.
Will it not be? Faith, sir, villain, and you'll not knock. I'll ring it. I'll try how you can so fine sing it.
Help us to help my master's mouth!
Now, knock when I bid you, sir, villain.
Ah, now, what's the matter? Ah, my good friend Petruchio. And my old friend Grumio. How do you all at Verona?
Sir Hortensio coming to part the fray.
Rise, Grumio. Who compound this quarrel?
If this be not a lawful case for me to leave his service, I'll look you, sir. He bid me knock him and rap him soundly. Well, was it fit for a servant to use his master so?
Senseless villain! Hortensio, I bade the rascal knock upon your gate. Could not get him for my heart to do it.
Knocking at the gate! Oh, heavens! Speak you not these words plain. Sirrah, knock me here, rap me here, knock me well, knock me soundly, and come you now with knocking at the gate!
Sirrah, be gone, or talk not, I advise you.
Petruchio, patience. I am Grumio's pledge, but this is a heavy chance to examine you. Your ancient, trusty, pleasant servant Grumio. And tell me now, sweet friend, what happy gale blows you to Padua from old Verona?
Oh, such wind as scatters young men throughout the world, to seek their fortunes farther than at home where small experience grows. But in a few, Signor Hortensio, thus it stands with me. Antonio, my father, is deceased, and I have thrust myself into this maze happily, to wive and thrive as best I may. Crowns in my purse I have, and goods at home, and so am come abroad to see the world.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favoured wife? Thou'dst only little for my counsel, but I promise she'll be rich, and very rich. But thou art too much my friend, and I'll not wish her to thee.
Signor Hortensio, twixt such friends as we, few words suffice. Now, if you know one rich enough to be Petruchio's wife, as well this burden of my wooing dance, be she as foul as was Ferentius' love, as old as Sybil, and as cursed and shrewd as Zobedes and Thippy, or worse, she moves me not, or not removes at least affection's edge in me. Were she as rough as are the swelling Adriatic seas, I come to wive it wealthily in Padua. If wealthily, then happily in Padua.
Oh, nay, look you, sir. He tells you flatly what his mind is. Oh, I give him gold enough and marry him to a puppet, or an endless baby, or an old shrub with ne'er a tooth in her head. Though she had as many diseases as 2 and 50 horses. Why, nothing comes amiss, so money comes with all.
Petruchio, since we have stepped this far in, I will continue that bracing jest. I can, Petruchio, help thee to a wife, with wealth enough and young and beauteous, brought up as best becomes a gentlewoman. Her only fault, and these are faults enough, is that she's in horrible curse. And shrewd and thrown, and so beyond all measure that were my state much the worse, I would not wed her for a mine of gold.
It's your peace. Thou knowest not gold's effect. Tell me her father's name, it is enough, for I will board her, though she chide as light as thunder with the clouds and autumn crack.
Her father's Baptista Miller, an affluent courteous gentleman. Her name is Katherine Miller, renowned in Padua for her scolding tongue.
Know her father? I know not her. And he knew my deceased father well. I will not sleep, Hortensio, until I see her.
Oh, I pray you, sir, let him go while the humour still lasts. If she knew him as well as I do, she would think scolding would do little good upon him.
Tarry, Petruchio, I must come with thee, for in Baptista's keep my treasure is. He hath the jewel of my life behold his youngest daughter, beautiful Bianca. This order hath Baptista taken, that none shall access to Bianca till Katherine the curse have got her husband.
Katherine is a curse! A title for a maid of all titles the worst.
And now will my good friend do me grace and offer me disguised in sober robes to old Baptista as a schoolmaster, a well seen in music to instruct Bianca. So I may by this device at least have leave and leisure to make love to her, an unsuspected corbo by herself.
It's no knavery. See how they lay their heads together to confound the old folks. But master, look about you. Who comes here?
Peace, Grumio. 'Tis the rival of my love. Petruchio, stand by.
All books of love see that at any hand. See you read no other lectures to her. You understand me? Take your papers too, and let me have them very well perfumed, for she is sweeter than perfume itself. To whom they go to, what will you read to her?
Whate'er I read to her, I'll plead for you as my patron. Stand you so assured as yourself was still in place.
Oh, this learning what a thing it is.
Holy woodcock, what an arse it is.
Yes, sir.
Grumio.
God save you, Signor Germio.
You well met, Signor Hortensio. Trow you whither I am going? To Baptista Minola. I promise to inquire carefully about a young schoolmaster, and by good fortune I lightened well on this young man for learning and behaviour fit for her turn. Well read in poetry and books. Good ones, I warrant you.
'Tis well, and I have met a gentleman I've offered to help me to another, a fine musician to instruct our mistress, so I shall know we be behind in duty to fair Bianca, so beloved of me.
So beloved of me, that my deed shall prove.
That is the actual proof.
Grumio, 'tis now no time to vent our love. Listen to me, if you speak me fair, I will tell you news indifferent good for either. Here is a gentleman whom by chance I have met, that upon agreement from us to his liking, will undertake to woo cursed Katharina, yea, and to marry her if her dowry please.
So said is done as well. Hortensio, have you told him all her faults?
I know she is an irksome, brawling scold. If that be all, masters, I hear no harm.
Sayest me so, friend. What countryman?
Born of Verona, old Antonio's son. My father dead, my fortune lives for me. And I do hope good days and long to see.
Oh, sir, with such a wife was strange. If you have the stomach to it in God's name, you'll have me assisting you in all, provided that you win her.
Will I live?
Will he woo her? Aye, I'll hang her.
Why came I hither but to that intent? Your little din condorned mine ears. Have I not in my time heard lions roar, heard the sea rage with a wind like an angry boar chafed with sweat? Have I not in a pitched battle heard loud larums, neighing steeds, and trumpets clang? Do you tell me of a woman's tongue that gives not half so great a blow to hear as will a chestnut in a farmer's fire? Oh, tush, tush! Fear boys with bugs!
He fears none.
Lucentio hath this man is happily arrived. My mind presumes for his good and ours.
I promise we can choose and bear his charge of wooing whatsoever.
So we will, provided that he win her.
Gentlemen, God save me. If I may be bold, tell me, I beseech you, which is the readiest way to the house of Baptista Minola?
He that has the two fair fortunes, is he, you mean?
Even he Biondello.
So you mean not her too?
Perhaps him and her, sir. What are you to do?
Not heard the chide, sir, at any hand, I pray.
I love no chiders, sir. Biondello, let's away.
Oh, we can't try it.
So, a word ere you go. Are you a suitor to the maid you talk of, yea or no?
And if I be, sirs, in any offence?
No. But they're more words that will get you hence.
Why, I pray, are not the streets as free for me as for you?
But so is not she.
For what reason, I beseech you?
For this reason, if you'll know, that she is the choice love of Signor Grumio.
That she's the chosen of Signor Hortensio.
Softly, my masters, if you gentlemen do this right. Hear me with patience. Baptista is a noble gentleman, to whom my father is not all unknown. And were his daughter fairer than she is, she may have more suitors than me for one. Fair Leader's daughter had 1,000 wooers, then, well, one more may fair Bianca have.
This man will outtalk us all.
Sir, give him air. I know he'll prove a jade.
Lucentio, to what end are all these words?
So, lady, so bold to ask. Did you ever yet see Baptista's daughter?
No, sir, but here I do that he hath two. One is famous for a scolding tongue, as is the other for beauteous modesty.
Sir, the first's for me. Let her go by. Sir, understanding this of me, in sooth, the younger daughter whom you all
know that you are the man must need us all, and me, amongst the rest. And if you break the ice and do this feat, achieve the elder, set the younger free, for our access whose app shall be to have her, and not be so graceless be to be ingrate.
So you say well, and well you do conceive. And since you do profess to be a suitor, you must, as we do, gratify this gentleman, to whom we all rest gently beholding.
Sir, I shall not be slack. In sign whereof, please you we may contrive this afternoon, to quaff caresses to our mistress's health, and do as adversaries do in law, strive mightily, but eat and drink as friends.
Oh, excellent motion, fellows. Let's be gone.
The motion's good indeed, and be it so. Petruchio, I shall be your benefactor.
Why, how now, Dame? Whence grows this insolence?
Oh, Bianca, stand aside.
Oh, poor girl, she weeps. Go ply the needle. Meddle not with her! For shame! Thou helding of a devilish spirit! Why dost thou wrong her? We shall never wrong thee. When did she cross thee with a bitter word?
Oh, her silence flaunts me! Now fear fit!
Get there!
Oh, will you not suffer me? Oh, now I see she is your treasure! She must have a husband! I must get spit foot on her wedding day! And your love for her thinks aches in hell! Talk not to me. I'll go sit and weep till I find the occasion of revenge!
Was ever gentleman thus grieved as I? Who comes here?
The Duke and neighbour.
Good morning, Grumio. God save you, gentlemen.
Oh, and you, good sir? Pray, have you not a daughter called Katherine, fair and virtuous?
I have a daughter, sir, called Katharina.
Beauty of ones of God in orderly.
Sir Germio, give me leave. I am a gentleman of Verona, sir. The hearing of her beauty and her wit, her affability and bashful modesty, her wondrous qualities and mild behaviour, am bold to show myself a forward guest within your house, to make mine eye the witness of that thing which I so oft have heard. And as an entrance to my entertainment, I do present you with a man of mine, cunning in both music and the mathematics, to instruct her fully in those sciences, for I know she is not ignorant, except of me, or else you do me wrong. His name is Lycio, born in Mantua.
You are welcome, sir, and he, for your good sake. But for my daughter Katharina, this I know. She is not for your terms. The more my grief.
I see you do not mean to part with her, or else you are not of my company.
No, mistake me not, I speak but as I find. Whence are you, sir? What may I call your name?
Petruchio is my name, old Antonio's son, a man well known throughout all Italy.
Well, you're welcome for his sake.
Save me your tale, Petruchio. Let us the poor petitioner speak to. Bacana, you marvellous forward.
On me, Sir Germio, I would fain be doing.
I doubt it not, but you will curse your wooing.
Nay, this is a gift very grateful, I am sure of it. To express the like kindness to myself have been kindly beholden to you than ink. Freely giving unto you this young scholar, who has been long studying in brains as cunning in Greek and Latin as the other in music and mathematics. His name is Germio. Pray, accept his service.
1,000 thanks, Signor Grumio. Welcome, good Cambia. But gentle sir, methinks you walk like a stranger. May I be so bold as to know the cause of your coming?
Pardon me, sir. The boldness is mine own that, being a stranger in the city here. Do you make myself a suitor to your daughter, unto Bianca, fair and virtuous? Nor is your firm resolve unknown to me in the preference of the elder sister. This liberty is all that I request. That upon knowledge of my parentage, I may have welcomed amongst the rest that woo and free favour and access of the rest. And towards the education of your daughters, I bestow a simple instrument and this small packet of Greek and Latin books. If you accept them, then their worth is great. Lucentio is my name.
Of whence, I pray?
Of Pisa, sir, son to Vincentio.
Mighty man of Pisa! A Baron of Horton know him well, you're welcome for his sake. Take you to Lodge and use a set of books. We shall go and see your pupils presently. Allah within! Sir, lead these gentlemen to my daughters and tell them both they are their shooters. If we use them well. We shall go and walk a while in the orchard. You are passing welcome.
Signor Baptista, my business asketh haste. Every day I never come to woo. You knew my deceased father well, and in him me left solely heir to all his lands and goods, which I have bettered rather than decreased. Then tell me, if I win your daughter's hand, what dowry will I have with her to wed?
After my death, the one half of my lands, and in possession, 20,000 crowns.
And for that dowry, I will assure her of her widowhood, if she survives me, in all my lands and leases whatsoever. But specialties be therefore drawn between us that covenants may be kept on either hand.
Aye. When the special thing is well obtained, then is her love. For that is all in all.
I tell thee, father, that is nothing. For I am as peremptory as she is proud-minded. And where two raging fires meet, they do consume the thing that feeds their fury. So I to her, and so she yields to me. For I am rough, and we're not like some babe.
Well, mayest thou woo, and happy be thy speed. But be thou armed for some unhappy words. How now, sir? Why dost thou look so pale?
For fear I promise you if I look pale,
Am I not to prove a good musician?
I shall sooner prove a soldier. Iron may hold with her, but never lutes.
Yes, I'm a breaker to the lute.
Why no, for she has broke the lute to me. I did but tell her she mistook her frets, and bowed her hand to teach her fingering, when with a most devilish spirit, frets call you these, quoth she, I'll feud with them. And with those words, she struck me on the head. And through the instrument my pate made way.
Oh, it is a lusty wench! Oh, I love her 10 times more than ever I did. I would love to have some chat with her.
Well, will go with me and be not so discomforted. Proceeding practice with my younger daughter. She's apt to learn and thankful for good terms. Signor Petruchio, will you come with us? Or shall I send my daughter Kate to you?
I pray you do, sir. I will attend her here and woo her with some spirit when she comes. Say that you rail. Oh, why, then I'll tell her plain she sings as sweetly as a nightingale. Say that she frown. I'll say she looks as clear as morning roses, newly washed with dew. Say that she is mute and will not speak a word. Why, then I'll commend her volubility. Shay, she uttereth piercing eloquence. If she do bid me pack, I'll give her thanks, as though she bid me stay by her a week. And if she deny to wed, I'll crave the name, that I may ask the banns, and when be married. Oh, here she comes. Now, Grumio, speak. Tomorrow, Kate, for that's her name, I hear.
Well, have you heard of something hard of hearing? They call me Katherine that do talk of me.
Oh, you lie, in faith. You were called plain Kate. One bonny Kate. Sometimes Kate the cursed. Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate. For dainties are all Kates, and therefore, Kate, take this of me, Kate, of my consolation, hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, and not so deeply as to thee belongs, myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved? Oh, in good time, let him that moved you hither, remove you hence. I knew you at first, you were immovable.
Why, what's a movable?
A joined stool.
Oh, now sit, come, sit on me.
Oh, I didn't make to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such date as you of me, you mean.
Oh, alas, but Kate, I will not murder thee. Can I give you the young and light?
True life is such a tiny city cat, and yet this heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
I'm well taken and like a buzzard.
Oh, so many turtles the buzzard take thee.
I for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
You wasp in faith, you are too angry.
If I be wasp, you stress away my sting.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
I who could find where it lies.
Oh, who knows not where a wasp, that's where he's singing his tail.
In its tongue.
His tongue.
Yours if you talk of tails and so feller.
What, with my tongue in your tail? Nay, come again, good Kate, I am a gentleman.
Oh, that I'll try.
I swear I'll cuff you if you strike again.
So you may lose your arms if you strike me, you are no gentleman.
Oh, nay, in sooth, you scared not so.
I choose you by tyranny, let me go.
No, wait. Where I find you, buzzing it's told me you were rough and gory and summoned, and now I find you the very liar. Thou art pleasant games. Crossing courteous. Oh, but slow in speech and sweet as springtime flowers. Thou canst not frown, thou canst not look askance, nor bite the lip as angry wenches will, nor hast thou pleasure to be cross in talk. With mildness thou entertainst thy words with gentle conference, soft and affable. Oh, why does the world report that Kate doth limp? Oh, slanderous world, oh, let me see thee walk. Dost not hold.
Oh, boastful, and wilt thou keep his command?
Diane, so quick of a groove as Kate this chamber with a princely gate. Let thou be Diane, and let her be Kate. Let Kate be chaste and Diane sportful.
Where did you learn all this goodly speech?
She's extempore from my mother wit.
A witty mother, witless else her son.
Am I not wise?
Oh, yes, keep you warm.
Oh, Larry, so I mean, sweet Katherine in my bed. And therefore, setting all this chat aside, thus in plain terms, your father hath consented that you shall be my bride. Your dowry agreed upon, and will you, I will marry you. Now, Kate, I am a husband for your turn. For by this light, goodbye, I see thy beauty. Thy beauty that doth make me like thee, well, thou art to be married to no man but me. For I am here born to tame you, Kate, and bring you from a wild Kate to a Kate conformable as other household Kates. Here comes your father. Never make denial. I must and will have Katharina for my wife.
Now, Señor Petruchio, how speed you with my daughter?
How good well, sir, how good well. It were impossible I should speed amiss.
How now, daughter Katharina, in your dumps?
Call you me daughter. Now I promise you have shown a tender, fatherly regard to which me went to one half lunatic that thinks with oaths will face the matter out.
Father, it's thus. Yourself and all the world have talked of her, have talked amiss of her. If she be cursed, or it be for policy. She's not froward, but modest as the dove. You would be agreed so well together that upon Sunday is the wedding day.
I'll see thee hanged on Sunday first.
Ah, Petruchio, She said she'll see thee hanged first.
Is this your speaking? Nathan, good night out.
Patient gentlemen, I choose her for myself. She might be pleased what's that to you. It was bargained twixt us twain, being alone, that she shall still be first in company. Oh, I tell you, it is incredible to believe how much she loves me. Oh, the kindness, Kate! He hung about my neck, and kiss on kiss she vied so fast, pressing oath on oath, that in a twink she won me to her love. In thy hands, Kate, I will to Venice to buy apparel against the wedding day. By the feast, father, and bid the guests. I'll be sure my Katherine shall be fine.
I know not what to say. But give me your hands. God send you, Joe Petruchio, it is a match.
Amen, say we will be witnesses.
Father, and wife, and gentlemen, adieu. I will to Venice. Sunday comes apace. We'll have rings and things and fight array and kiss me, Kate. We're married a Sunday.
Was ever a match clubbed up so suddenly?
Faith, gentlemen, now I play a merchant's part and venture madly on a desperate mart.
'Twas a commodity laid threatened by you, till bring you gain or perish on the sea.
The gain I seek is quiet in the match.
No doubt that you've got a quiet cat. But now, Baptista, today is the day we long have looked for. I am your neighbour and will see you first.
And I am one that loves Bianca more than words can witness or your thoughts can guess.
Young man, thou canst love as dear as I,
Great beard thy love doth friend,
but thine doth thrice. Give a stand back, 'tis age that nourisheth.
but youth in ladies' eyes that flourisheth.
Gentlemen, shall compound this strife. It is deeds must win the prize. And neither can assure my daughter Grace's dower shall have my Bianca's love. Say, St. Grumio, of what can you assure her?
First, as you know, my house within the city is richly furnished with plate and gold, basins and ewers to lay her dainty hands, ivory coffers I have stuffed my crowns, fine linen, turkey cushioned bossed with pearl, valance of Venice gold in needlework, pewter and brass and all things that belong to house or housekeeping. Myself am struck in years, I must confess, and if I die tomorrow, this will be hers. If whilst I live, she'll only be mine.
That only came well in. Sir, listen to me. I'm my father's heir and only son. If I may have your daughter to my wife, I'll leave her houses 3 or 4 as good within rich piece of walls as any one old Signet Grumio has in Padua. Besides, 2,000 ducats by the year of fruitful land, all shall which be a jointure. What, have I pitched you, Signet Grumio?
2,000 buckets by the year of land. My land amounts not to so much in all that she shall have. Besides an argosy that is now lying in my Marcello's road. What? Have I choked you with an argosy?
Grumio, 'tis known that my father hath no less than 3 great argosies, besides 2 galleasses and 12 tight galleys. These I will assure her, and twice as much, whatever thou offerest next.
Nay, I have offered all, and she can have no more than all I have.
Why then, the maid is mine from all the world, by your firm promise. Grumio is out by.
I must confess your offer is the best. And let your father make the assurance she's your own. Else you must pardon me. If you should die before him, where's her dower?
That's not a cavil, he is old, I young.
And may not young men die as well as old?
Gentlemen, I am thus resolved. On Sunday next, you know my daughter Katherine is to be married. And now the Sunday following shall Bianca be bride to you. If you make the assurance. If not, send your Grumio. So I take my leave and thank you both.
Did you do that? Now I fear thee not, searing gamester. Your father were a fool to give thee all in his waning age. Set foot under thy tent, tut, a toy. An old Italian fox is not so kind, my boy.
Adventures on your crafty withered hide? Yet, I have faced that with a card of 10. 'Tis in my head to do my master good. I see no reason but supposed Lucentio must get thee a father called supposed Vincentio. And that's a wonder. Fathers do commonly get their children, but in this case of Louis, the child should get a sire. If I fail, not of my cunning.
Sir, you soon forgotten the entertainment her sister Katherine welcomed you with.
But, wrangling tenants, this is the patroness of heavenly harmony, Emilia Gavrovic, and when your music was spent an hour, your lecture shall have leisure for as much.
Preposterous acts! They never read so far to know the cause of why music was ordained. Was it not to refresh the mind of man after his pain or usual studies? Then give me leave to read philosophy, and while I pause, serve in your harmony.
Sirrah, I will not bear these phrases of mine.
Why, gentlemen, you do me double wrong to subscribe to that which resteth in my choice. I'll not be tied to hours nor appointed times, but learn my lessons as I please myself. And, to cut off all strife, here sit me down. Take your instrument, play the whiles, his lecture will be down when I'm in tune.
You will leave his lecture when I'm in tune.
Oh, that will never be. Tune your instrument.
Where left the last?
Here, madam. Hic ibat sumois, hic est sagia Toulouse, hic steterat Priami, regia Celsicinus,
Construe them.
hic ibat, as I told you before. Sumois, I am Lucentio. Hic est, son unto Vincentio of Pisa. Sagia Toulouse, disguised us to win your love. Hic steterat, and that Lucentio that comes a wooing. Priami is my man Tranio. Celsicinus, bearing my port. Regia, that you might beguile the old panther with.
Madam, the instrument is now in tune.
Let's hear. Oh, hi. The treble jars.
Spit in the hole, man, and tune again.
Now let's see if I can construe them. Hic ibat samois. I know you won't. Hic est sagia Toulouse. I trust you not. Hic steterat Priami. Take heed to hear us not. Regia. Presume not. Celsicinus. Despair not.
Madam, the instrument is now in tune.
Oh, but the bass.
The bass is right. The bass made the jars. Fiery and forward into penitence. For my life, the name's not called my love. Oh, what you better yet.
In time I may believe, yet I mistrust.
Mistrust in what?
I must believe my master, else I promise you I should be arguing still upon that doubt. But let it rest. Now Lucio to you. Could masters take that unfriendly praise that I have been thus pleasant to speak both?
You may go walk and give me leave. My lessons make no music in 3 parts.
Are you so formal, sir, that I must... Oh, wait! Ah! And watch withal, but I be deceived. A fine musician, God, Amaranth.
Madam, before you touch the instrument, to learn the order of my fingering, we must first begin with the rudiments of art, to teach you gamuts in a briefer sort, more pleasant, pithy, and effectual than have been taught by any of my trade. And here it is in writing, fairly drawn.
Why, I'm past my gamut long ago.
Yet read the gamut of Hortensio.
Gamut, I am the ground of all accord. Ah, Ray, to plead Hortensio's passion. Be me, Bianca, taken for thy lord. See, Ut, that loves with all affection. Be so gray, one cleft 2 notes have I. La me, take pity or I die.
wife is dead. It looks as though we're in love, but if thy thoughts, Bianca, be so humble to cast thy wandering eye on every stale, seize thee that list. If once I find thee ranging, Hortensio be quit with thee by changing.
Today, that Petruchio and Katherine are to be married, and yet we hear not of our son-in-law. What should be said? What mockery will it be to want the bridegroom when the priest attends, speak the ceremonial rites of marriage? What said Lucentio to this shame of ours?
No shame but mine. I must forsooth be forced to give my hand and pose my heart to a madcap, rude, speakful of spleen, who woos in haste and means to wed at pleasure. He'll woo 1,000, point the day of marriage, make feasts, make friends, but never means to wed where he hath wooed. And now the world must point to poor Katherine and say, lo, there's mad Petruchio's wife. Would he can't marry her?
Patience, good Katherine, and Baptista too. Upon my life, Petruchio means but well. Whenever fortune stays him from his word, though he be blunt, I know I'm passing wise, though he be married, yet withal he's honest.
Oh, Katherine, I've never met him though.
Oh, girl, cannot blame thee now to weep. Such an injury would vex a very saint. Much more a shrew of thy impatient humour.
Master, news, old news, and such news as you have never heard of.
Oh, is it new and old too? How may that be?
Why, is it not news to hear Petruchio is coming?
Is he come?
Why, no, sir.
What then?
He is coming.
When will he be here?
When he says Ryan and sees you there.
But say what to thine old news?
Oh, why, Petruchio comes in an old hat and a new jerkin, a pair of breeches thrice turned, a pair of boots that have been candle cases, one buckled, another laced, an old rusty sword taken out of the town armory with a broken hilt and chapless, his horse kicked with a multi saddle and stirrups of no kindred, troubled with the land pass, infected with the fashions, full of wingles, sped with spavins, rayed with yellows, past cured with fires, stark spoiled with the staggers, benobled the bots, swayed with the back and shoulder shots.
And who comes with him?
Oh, so he's lucky for the rock of Paris and much like the horse, with a linen stock on one, legged a cozy boot hose, and the other, dark with the red and blue list.
'Tis some odd humour pricks him to his fashion, yet oftentimes he goes but mean apparel.
I'm glad he is come, howsoever he comes.
Why, sir, he comes not.
I did not say he comes!
No, that Petruchio came.
I, the Petruchio came!
No, sir, I say his horse comes. With him on his back.
Come, where be these gallants? Who's at home?
You're welcome, sir.
Yet I come not well.
Yet you halt not.
Not so well apparelled as I wish you were.
Were it better I should rush in thus? Where is Kate? Where is my lovely bride? Oh, how goes my father? Gentles, methinks you frown.
Why, sir, you know this is your wedding day. First we were sad, fearing you would not come. Now sadder that you come so unprovided of. Fine, stop this habit. Shame to your estate, an eyesore to our solemn festival.
And tell us what occasion of import hath detained you all so long from your wife, and sent you hither so unlike yourself.
Tedious it were to tell, and harsh to hear. Suffice this, I am come to keep my word. On some part I'm forced to digress. Where's Kate? I stayed too long from her. The morning wears, it's time to return.
See not your bride in these unreverent robes. Go to my chamber and put on some clothes of mine.
Oh, not I, believe me. Thus I'll visit her.
Thus I trust you will marry her.
Good sooth, even thus. Therefore have done with words. To me she's married, not to my clothes. But I repair what she will wear in me as I may change these poor accoutrements. Well for Kate, and better for myself. But what a fool am I to chat with you all. I should bid good morrow to my bride and seal the title with a lovely kiss.
He has some meaning in his mad attire.
I'll after him. See the event of this.
concerneth us to add to her father's liking, which to bring past. As I before imparted to your worship, I am to get a man, whatever he be, with skills not much, will fit into our turn, and he shall be the Lucentio of Pisa, and make assurance here in Padua, of greater sums than I have promised. So, shall you quietly enjoy your hope and marry sweet Bianca with consent?
Twere not for her fellow schoolmasters doth follow her steps so narrowly. 'Twere good, methinks, to steal our marriage, which, once performed, let all the world say no, and I'll keep mine despite all the world.
That by degrees we mean to look into, and watch our advantage in this business. We'll overreach the grey-beard Grumio, the narrow-prying father Miller, the quaint musician amorous Licio, or for my master's sake, Lucentio. 'Tis a good plan indeed. See, the Grumio came from the church.
As willingly as our came from school.
And is the bride and bridegroom coming home?
Bridegroom, say you. 'Tis a groom indeed, a grumbling groom that the girl shall find.
Cursed than she. Why, 'tis impossible.
Why, he's a devil, a very fiend.
Why, she's a devil the devil's dead.
Touch is a lamb, a dove, a fool to him. I'll tell you so, Lucentio. If the priest should ask if Katherine should be his wife, he swore so loud that all amazed, the priest let fall the book. And as he stooped again to take it up, the mad-brained bridegroom took him such a cuff that down fell priest and book and priest.
What said the wench when he rose again?
Trembled and shook as if he stamped and swore, as if the vicar meant to cozen him. After many ceremonies done, he calls for wine. A health, quoth he, as if he'd been aboard carousing with his mates after a storm. Quaffed off the muscat ale, threw the soap all in the sexton's face. This done, he took the bride about the neck and kissed her with such a clamorous smack that at the parting all the church did echo. Such a mad marriage was never before. Hark, hark, a yeoman's refer.
Gentlemen and friends, I thank you for your pains. I know you think to dine with me today and have prepared great store of wedding cheer. But so it is, my haste doth call me hence, and here I mean to take my leave.
Is it possible you will away tonight?
I must away today, before night comes. Make it no wonder, if you knew my business, you would entreat me rather go than stay. And honest company, I thank you all that have beheld me give away myself to this most sweet, virtuous, and patient wife. Drink a health to me, dine with my father, for I must hence. And farewell to you all.
Let us entreat you. You stay till after dinner.
It may not be.
Let me entreat you.
It cannot be.
Let me entreat you.
I am content.
Are you content to stay?
Oh, I'm content to entreat me, say, yet not say, entreat me how you can.
Now, if you love me, stay.
Grumio, my horse.
Oh, I sir, they be ready. The oats have eaten the horses.
Nay, then do what thou canst. I will not be gone today, no, nor tomorrow, no, not until I please myself. The door's wide open, there lies your way. As for me, I will not be gone until I please myself.
Hey, content thee, prithee, be not angry.
I will be
not
angry.
angry.
Be quiet. He shall stay my leisure.
My marriage said now begins to work.
Gentlemen, forward to the bridal dinner. I see a woman may be made a fool, she had not the spirit to resist.
Let him go forward, Kate. At thy command. Obey the bride, you that attend on her. Be mad or merry or go hang yourselves, carouse full measure to a maidenhead. As for my Kate, she will with me. Nay, look not big, nor stare, nor fret. I'll be master of what is mine own. She is my house, my fields, my barn, my chattels, my household stuff. And here she stands, touch her whoever dare. Grumio, draw forth thy weapon. We are beset with thieves. Rescue thy mistress if thou be a man. Fear not, sweet maiden. They'll not touch thee. I'll buckler thee against a million.
Is Kate?
Neighbors and friends, the bride and bridegroom wants to supply the places at the table. You know there wants no junkets at the feast. Lucentio, you shall supply the bridegroom's place, and let Bianca take her sister's room.
Shall sweet Bianca practice our bride?
She shall, Lucentio. Come, gentlemen, let's go.